Good morning. I'm Pastor Gary, your ERPAT volunteer and advocate. Today is Sunday, and I would like to share to you the program of the ERPAT, Empowerment and Reaffirmation of Paternal Abilities. What is ERPAT? Well, let's proceed to ERPAT history first. Well, this is conceived in 1995 by Bureau of Family and Community Welfare or BFCW, and revision and finalization right shop on September 16 and 20 of 2002 from direct service providers like father leaders, volunteers from different agencies, and likewise the NGOs like AKAPKA Foundation Incorporated, Office of the Muslim Affairs, DOH, and Baptist churches and pastors aim to address the problem of non-attendance of fathers to parent effectiveness service program sessions and enhance, of course, what is the purpose that why we are inviting them to attend this PES? Well, to enhance their knowledge, attitude, and skills for being a fathers on parenting skills or proper parenting. Well, the first beneficiaries of this ERPAT program is the Central Office of the SWD employees. And of course, the 1999 newly created Programs and Projects Bureau, the development, enhancement, and finalization of ERPAT, piloted in 3 regions under Family Life Resource Center, where a group of ERPAT fathers, leaders, and volunteers and faith-based organization who is involved to this program, like regional, including Region 10, and Region 4, and Region 5. Those regional offices are the beneficiaries of this ERPAT program. What is our legal basis on this program? Well, 1987 Philippine Constitution, Family Code of the Philippines, Child and Youth Welfare Code of Presidential Decree 603, the Convention on the Rights of the Child, RA 9262, that is Anti-Bawsi Act, RA 7610, that is Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act, RA 9165, that's the Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, RA 8504, Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control of 1992. Well, we believe and we understand that the state and the law recognizing the family's importance, that is in 1987 Constitution, Article 2, Section 12, the state recognizes the sanctity of family life and shall protect and strengthen the family as the basic autonomous social institution. Article 15, Section 1, the state recognizes the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. Accordingly, it shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. And also, we have our family code. Article 149, the family being the foundation of the nation is a basic social institution which public policy cherishes and protects. And according to PD 603, the Child Youth Welfare Code, Chapter 2, Article 46, General Duties, parents shall have the following general duties towards their children. Number 1, to give him affection, companionship, and understanding. Number 2, to extend to him the benefits of moral guidance, self-discipline, and religious instruction. And number 3, to supervise his activities, including his recreation. Number 4, to advise him properly or any matter affecting his development and well-being. And number 5, always set a good example. Number 6, to provide him with adequate support. RA 9165 or the Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, Section 41, Article 9 of RA 9165, involvement of the family being the basic unit of the Filipino society, shall be primarily responsible for the education and on the ill effects of dangerous drugs and close monitoring of family members who may be susceptible to drug use. What is ERPAT? Again, ERPAT is the word pater pronounced backward, a colloquial term which means an easy to approach father, sons and daughters in a peer-to-peer relationship with their father as member of the family. Our ERPAT mission is to work with fathers and their families in the community, helping them to appreciate the rules in the family, improve performance of paternal tasks, accept support, services, and activities that will help them active as united, productive, and stable family, establish support groups and networks among fathers. What is the ERPAT vision? To become responsible Filipino fathers who are committed, disciplined, knowledgeable, and are highly appreciative in carrying out effective paternal rules and responsibilities. What is the ERPAT goals? To engage fathers to become effective and responsive, to give importance and emphasis in fathers' paternal rules, responsibilities, and abilities. Aim to achieve shared parenting tasks in the performance of familial responsibility. What does it ERPAT means? Again, the word ERPAT is empowerment and reaffirmation of paternal abilities. ERPAT means envisions responsible Filipino fathers who are committed, disciplined, knowledgeable, and are highly appreciative in carrying out effective paternal roles and responsibilities. Well, the objective of ERPAT service in general, enhance and strengthen parenting capabilities of Filipino fathers in performing their familial tasks and responsibilities. Specifically, to empower fathers by developing a concept of self-enhancement, self-awareness, family awareness, legal awareness, and all kinds of awareness and empowerment. Develop enhanced fathers, preparing and equipping teenagers in meeting adult rules, raising children with high spiritual values. Help fathers development, gender sensitivity, and appreciation of partnership with their spouses and promoting family life by enhancing and strengthening satisfying marital relationship. Likewise, additional, preventing violence in the home, promoting shared parenthood and planned family size. Establish support networks among fathers in the community and enhance their participation in establishing a drug-free home, preventing HIV/AIDS in the family and all forms of violence. The aims of ERPAT to engage father to become effective and responsive. It gives importance and emphasis on father's paternal rules through shared parenting tasks. Gives emphasis on eliminating of traditional gender rules manifested in the proliferation of the macho image. Help fathers achieve broader and fairer definition of gender rules while understanding of oneself as a nurturing and carrying his children and his spouse. Why is ERPAT developed excuse me po, and promoted? Well, low-income fathers face extra barriers in nurturing their children. Living outside the child's home by itself creates challenges in maintaining regular, direct contact with children. More importantly, although most fathers remain interested in raising their children, this engagement is often propelled by shame about not being gainfully employed, doubt about fathering skills, and difficulty making child support payments. Why is ERPAT developed and promoted? Fathers lack a close and stable relationship with their children. Father skills do not come naturally like most life skills, but they can be learned. Traditional gender rule differentiation still persists. Fathers need real consciousness to become gender sensitive and participatory in performing familial tasks and responsibilities. Why is ERPAT developed and promoted? Fatherlessness is linked to poverty, high school dropouts rates, crime, adolescence, drug use, and teenage pregnancy. These problems have become systemic as one generation experiences and then passes on the legacy of fatherlessness. Father involvement in caring improves child well-being. Fathers have a unique impact on their children, in part because they tend to internal differently with children than mothers do. For example, fathers tend to engage children and physically active play, while mothers tend to do more routine case caregiving. Father involvement in caring improves child well-being. Nurturing fathers powerfully enhance child well-being even if they cannot be physically present in their children day-to-day lives. Fathers can have positive bonds with their children. In fact, difference in father involvements explain most of the well-being disparity between children with residential fathers and those who live apart from fathers. Specifically, as father involvement involvement measures of child well-being improve, although children with involved fathers fare the best. Father involvement in caring improves child well-being compared to others. Children whose fathers are involved in their lives perform better in school, especially sons. Remember that. Complete more years of school. Have fewer behavioral problems from acting out to delinquency. Have better cognitive and psychosocial development. Are less likely to drink or use drugs and initiate sex. Have the skills to take initiative and control themselves. Experience less poverty. Those father involved in caring improves child well-being. When these father involved children grow up as adults, they tend to have what? Fewer problems getting and keeping a job. Better income and or wealth. Okay, that is the source from our data. In summary, research has also consistently demonstrated that loving, involved fathers are beneficial to the health, education, and welfare of their children. Fathers are critically important to their children's well-being. The solution is to reach out to men where they are, to train and support them to become responsible fathers that their children need. Barriers in effective fathering: financial hardship, unstable employment, physical distance, absentee father, limited confidence in parenting skills, lack of awareness and connection, supports that could help them get stable living wage jobs and or develop parenting skills. A positive relationship with the child and mother increases the odds for father involvement. Barriers in effective parenting: a strained relationship with the child's mother and a lack of essential relationship skills to co-parent can impede father involvement. Parenting assumed as a feminine activity. Fathers rarely given basic information and are never trained on parenting or proper parenting. Fathers often serve as shadowy figure, difficult to understand, and rarely attend to or provide care and soft nurturance. Fatherhood is a social creation. Father need to take an active role in nurturing their children. It is a valuable way men teach their children that they are loved and respected. And it helps ensure that children, especially boys, boys, yung mga lalaki, do not feel the necessity to act out to get their father's attention. Father needs to take a careful look at how they discipline their children. Father determine how his own discipline techniques and how he reacts to misbehavior of his children compared to a model of good discipline. Fathers should be aware and on lookout for their own behavior when chronically angry, depressed, insecure, powerless, or stressed. Father is a social creation. Fathers need to tend to their marital or romantic relationship. Fathers who treat their wives with consideration, affection, and respect are much less likely to abuse or neglect their children, and their wives are less likely to abuse or neglect their children. Fathers should teach their children to develop respect for their own bodies. Fathers should teach children to seek out privacy as they dress, okay, and use the toilet. Fathers and mothers should show affection to each other in front of their children, though they should take reasonable measures to ensure that their sexual relationship is private. Enhancing men's roles and responsibilities in family life. Women empowerment begins in the household with equality, autonomy, and respect. Achieving equality between men and women in the family is the foundation on which empowerment in other areas is based. Women's lives are usually described in terms of motherhood, whilst men's are usually characterized as heads of household or wage earners. Men's role as father tend to be baggy, yet men's commitment to their children is key to the quality of family life and the prospects of the next generation. Enhancement men's role and responsibilities in family life. The traditional family structure in which mothers are the caregivers and fathers the income earners has become to a large extent a myth now. Dahil ngayon po ay mas ini-encourage na dapat may trabaho pareho ang mag-asawa para ho mas umangat ang kanilang buhay. It is, however, a myth that is upheld by social and economic policy. On the domestic front, while women have taken on an increasing role in providing income to their families, men have not taken up their share of responsibility in a family life. Responsibility for children in particular is still seen as belonging to the mother. Therefore, ERPAT is what? For closing, a service that gives importance and emphasis on the development and enrichment of knowledge, attitude, and skills of fathers in performing their paternal roles and responsibilities. Therefore, ERPAT involves conduct of community-based session for fathers, training and organizing of father leaders in the community to facilitate collective action in promoting the important roles of fathers in the family. Who can be ERPAT? Of course, number one, you must be a father, a daddy, a tatay, a lolo, returning migrant, OFW fathers, adoptive fathers, foster fathers, surrogate fathers, caretakers, person with disabilities fathers, solo parents, released from prisons, okay? Solo fathers, guardians. Those people are candidate for ERPAT program. Those are the beneficiaries of this empowerment, reaffirmation of paternal abilities program. Thank you and God bless you once again. I'm Pastor Gary, your ERPAT advocates. Sana ay sabayan nyo ako at samahan nyo ako na dumami pa tayo na may ganitong advokasya upang makatulong sa pamilyang Pilipino at sa mga ama na nangangailangan ng kaalaman, karunungan, kasanayan. Just follow my channel, my TV, my YouTube channel para po sa karagdagang pangkaalaman patungkol sa empowerment, reaffirmation of paternal abilities. God bless you. See you again to my next video.